Revelation 2032, from the 16th of August 1941. Preparation for receiving. Internal contact with God. The conscious union with God through prayer results in a separation of the spirit from earth. Thought activity now turns with full will towards the spiritual kingdom, and only now divine wisdom can be offered to the earth child from above. The separation from earth must first have taken place because the receiving of spiritual messages requires the human being's will, and prayer testifies to its will. The more intimately the human being prays, the more clearly the divine gifts become conscious to him, which now reach him in the form of thoughts. The intimate connection with God through prayer is absolutely necessary because this makes the working of the evil forces impossible, for a being which consciously makes contact with God will no longer be harassed by those forces. They only try to gain influence when the human being's thinking turns to earthly things again, thus when the contact with God is severed. In the spiritual world there are likewise laws which exclude the arbitrary bestowal of spiritual good, and therefore the human being himself must first become active before spiritual good can be handed out to him. The human being's activity only consists of preparing himself to receive. This work cannot be avoided. It has to be carried out by the person who wants to receive, and consists of the human being giving himself to God in deepest humility and asking for his gift of grace, and then sinking into his inner being to expect this gift. As soon as this is disregarded, the giving beings cannot distribute, and thus a stagnation occurs which can be remedied again through heartfelt prayer. The ability to receive therefore mostly depends on establishing intimate contact with God, but the human being does not always succeed in this if his thoughts are turned towards earthly things. The earthly kingdom belongs to that power which wants to prevent the union with God. It will therefore try everything to hinder or disturb this union. However, the human being's will can thwart such attempts and will then also reap its reward accordingly, which consists of the impartation of spiritual gifts, for these make the human being happy if he is serious about spiritual higher development. Amen.